yet another beautiful episode of MyStudy Talks. It's me, Shreya Surendran. Well, we live in a world where metals and steels are inevitable, that it's very much essential for a very comfortable living. And you guys might have seen the huge buildings like Eiffel Tower, Burj Khalifa, which are again made of metal, steels and alloys. And automobile industry is another major area where they use a large scale of metals and steels for their manufacturing. So by now, you guys might know the importance of metals in the growing world, and with it, the scope of metallurgical and material engineering is also increasing. So now it's time to talk further about it, and here I have Manu Harilal, the Assistant Professor of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering of Metallurgical College, Kanjirappalli. So he is actually doing his PhD in Material Science. So let's know further about Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. Hello sir.
Hello. Namaskaram.
Yes, have a very beautiful day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you, sir. So with the name itself is a very, rare engineering branch, I must say, because I have never heard of it before. So, but I think it's very ancient when it comes to the, branch. So can you just talk further about metallurgical and materials engineering?
What you said, the term metallurgical and materials engineering, it's not something common to the public of Kerala.
Yes.
It is just because of the fact that Metallurgical College of Engineering only hosts this kind of a course over entire Kerala.
All right.
And recently in 2019, this particular course was started in NIT Calicut also.
Okay.
Now, to provide a small historical background of this course, I must say that you already know how many ages we have left behind in our history.
Yeah.
Like we had our Iron Age, we had Bronze Age, then the Stone Age, all these things are there.
Yes.
And do you know what is that age which we are currently living?
I have no idea.
It is a Silicon Age.
Oh, is it?
This particular age, the 21st century, it is called as a Silicon Age.
All right.
So everywhere you can say that every particular historical aspect, it is related in one way or another way to some materials. Then again, coming back to the course, this particular BTech in metallurgy, it actually started in 1920s.
Very back.
Very back.
All right.
It was started in our very famous university, or now it is IIT BHU, Banaras Hindu University. And at that time, it was one of the very fundamental courses which was offered there.
All right.
Then it again shifted to IISc Bangalore, then to our PSG College of Technology in 1935 in Coimbatore. Then with the development of steel industries in India, the importance of this kind of a course that has emerged. Now I should say that it is actually the mother of all engineering branches.
Yes.
Without metallurgy or material science, this world does not exist.
Yeah, that is for sure. From this particular statement, it is very evident that the course has a lot of scope. So, what are the career prospects that you would like to tell to the audience who are watching this video?
To answer that question, I would like to divide this into two particular things. One is applications or the scope of metallurgy field, and the other one scope of material science field.
All right.
So, to say about the applications or this career opportunities for metallurgy engineering, I should say that India is the world's second largest producer of steel in the world.
Yeah.
So definitely there is always a opportunity awaiting a metallurgy engineer in steel industry.
Yeah.
Other than that, even if you take our own state, there are many industries like Autocast, Steel and Industries Forging Limited. Many industries are there even in Kerala, or maybe if you take India as a whole, you have numerous number of industries working on metallurgical aspects.
Yeah.
So every field like that, or every industry, there is a chance for a metallurgical engineering graduate to get an opportunity there.
Okay.
Then to come to the application or the opportunities of material science, every day the world of materials is getting developed. So everywhere you need to go for applications, like maybe it's a very high temperature, or maybe like conditions which you cannot have otherwise. So for all these things to make it possible, it is always required to have materials which have good properties, which can be synthesized and which can be converted to whatever shape or size you want. So they should understand that this course is something which cannot be avoided, and which has a huge prospect awaiting for them if they utilize it in the correct direction.
Sir, I would also like to add this question. So there will be like a lot of key job roles that they have to play.
Yeah.
Basically, or maybe like, particularly in public sector and, in private sector and government sector as well. So I would like to know what are the, job roles for this particular.
Yeah, first of all, the main perspective of this particular course is research and development.
Yes.
Because new materials require new technologies.
Yes.
I can say the reverse also. New technologies require new materials. So
sure.
obviously, a person who is working in this field will always have a chance for continuous development in his career.
Yeah.
And as far as our public sector industries in Kerala are concerned, there are many industries we are recruiting metallurgical engineers.
Yeah.
And one additional advantage what we are having in our course here is that, say for example, you are a civil engineer or you are a computer science engineer or any of a mechanical engineer, any conventional branch you take into consideration.
Yeah.
How many students are getting passed out per year? Maybe thousands, right?
Yeah.
But for this particular course, as far as we are concerned, Metallurgical College only offers this course in Kerala.
Yes.
So whatever career opportunities comes inside our state, there will be always a preference for our candidates.
For sure.
And that is why our students, many of the students are placed, like our past alumni, many are placed in government sectors in India. And there are many organizations in India who are supporting this particular, means the Indian Institute of Metals, Indian Institute of Welding. And even in our campus also, we are having a student chapter of Indian Institute of Welding, Kochi chapter. And there is another welding institute which we have set up with in collaboration with Kempi. It's a Finland-based company. It's a world-famous company in welding. So together with all these things, our students are always getting opportunities for interaction with industrialists.
Yes. So what about the roles that they have to play? What are the jobs?
One is obviously this R&D engineer, and the next one is like a metallurgist. That itself, like I have told you, like a computational material science. If you are doing, you are at the same time you are working on a computer, and at the same time you are doing some technological, like you need some technological expertise in materials. So of course, one particular thing is like this. R&D post itself. Other than that, everywhere like conventional branches, you will be joining an industry as graduate trainees, undergoing all this kind of rigorous training, and then you will emerge as a metallurgist. Ultimately, the term I should say it's a metallurgist or a material scientist.
All right.
So that particular term has some particular significance.
For sure, yes. Sir, also, what are the requirements for students who want to pursue this particular course? Even if it is PG level or maybe UG, what are the requirements that they should keep under consideration?
A heart which always helps you to work, or which always is ready to or willing to work. That is the prime requirement. Other than that, there is compared to our conventional branches, the same thing goes on. But application level, if you consider, we have more number of applications. Like in our curriculum, you can split into 4 different sectors, like I can say extractive metallurgy, mechanical metallurgy, physical metallurgy. Then you have this process metallurgy, like the conventional steel making processes and all. So that is there. Then you have corrosion. Like I can say, there are many specializations in our curriculum. So all these things are actually application oriented. And one important thing as far as our curriculum is concerned is welding. So welding is not like what I am speaking is not like the roadside conventional welding you are seeing. I am not speaking about that. I am speaking about technologies where you can go under sea and then you can make a weld there. That's called underwater welding. So everywhere I can say that this is application oriented, and every single subject in this curriculum is also oriented towards some application.
So those who want to pursue PG in metallurgy and materials engineering, is it necessary that they need to do the same course under UG?
No.
No.
Same, take for my example, I have done BTech in mechanical engineering and then specialization in material science. No? So likewise, if the options for material science or metallurgical field is open for mechanical, civil, everybody you can do.
Every engineer
it's fine. You can do a specialization there. And across the world, if you take in everywhere, you have a PG course of this material science. So those who want to pursue higher studies, they definitely have a scope. India or abroad, anywhere you can have a course on this.
So talking about it, I would like to ask about the placements that students would achieve, after pursuing this particular metallurgy and materials engineering?
As far as campus placement is concerned, many of our colleges will be just offering software placements.
Yeah.
But for a industrial oriented branch like us, it will not be possible every time to have campus placements.
Yeah.
But to add to that, I should say that for the past all the batches, the placement percentage was above 90.
Okay.
Many of our students, they have been pursuing all these higher studies in world famous universities. Even one of our students is studying in Max Planck Institute of Iron Research, Germany. And everywhere now for this particular batch 2021, there are now 5 different companies have already approached us. And means the opportunities are open, our students have applied, and now we are awaiting for the results. So every time you have that opportunity, no, even though it may not come from right through the campus, but we are continuously trying for campus placements too.
Even if it is outside the campus, the placements are like
placements are there. And we are continuously trying for bringing many companies to our campus for recruitment. And I hope maybe in 1 or 2 years, definitely that process will also be there, so that we can ensure 100% placement for all our graduates.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It was really informative, and well, I'm sure that people might understand the scope and the emerging importance of this particular metallurgic and materials engineering. So thank you so much for sharing the information with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.